check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Going live in 3 2 1. All right, and I'm live. Maybe this way a little bit. Actually, it's good. All right. Let's see what today has to offer. All right, let's go check out the whatever. So I'm gonna keep it simple now. I'm gonna just keep it simple, or just simple. If I don't see the 15-minute breaker, I don't trade. So let's go to the daily real quick. This is yesterday's business. Trying to switch to thinking about bias and not just the daily range, the daily bias. I don't know what kind of switch that will be, but this is this game after, right? Yeah, that was just some things I was looking at later. We don't need that, do we? Wait a minute. I need yesterday's picture. Something I'm studying here with ES, so we'll just keep it for now. What am I looking for? Time. And then let's take a picture of yesterday's locker in the building. What's going on? What is going on, my brother? Why is this not 15 minutes? Just want to take a picture of yesterday's shenanigans with the EMAs. Okay, there we go. Did you see yesterday, Poloko? If I just waited for my setup, it would have been a winning trade. Ugh. It's crazy. Right here. Boom. That 1:2 would have been on this leg up. It's I'm not mad at this trade. I was looking at it later and I was like, I think it was a good trade. It just didn't work out. But if I just held, man, and just followed what I've been doing since day one, at least for this series, for this challenge, man, yesterday had a nice, even though I was kind of skeptical because of the Friday high and that 1 hour favored up, but I know I still would have taken it, because I usually say you know, there's always something opposite, and I think Prof said he was gonna take that that setup. I hope he did. Plus my one rule, 1 trade a day would not have allowed me to, even though I'd said I'm gonna take 2 trades. I want to take a picture of this day and then put it on the journal here. Man, they're too small, but that's what happened later. And I will say trade wasn't, just say it wasn't bad. Trade wasn't bad. Is that how you write wasn't? JSO wasn't bad, but was out of let's see, but not. Yeah, I don't have time. Okay, I'll come write the rest. So when journaling, you don't want to put any negative stuff there. You don't want to put negative stuff. You want it to be positive as possible. Okay, so now we can forget about this day. And I can add that to the group. I'm kind of noticing this, anyway, I'm still testing it. Every time there's like a slight divergence on ES and NQ, it's like it's giving the vibe for that session. So like this is nuts, bro. Like it's like they're telling you low, higher, low, then this one was low, lower, low, and then the next one was okay, those are the same. No, this one a low and a lower low, but then again they'll still be confusing though, because they'll still form on the other side. So whatever, and then that was a low and a higher low. Look at that. So I still think I need to observe that a lot before I start, you know, using it in a concrete way, because this right here was also a major factor of why I took that shot, because I was like, yo, there is divergence here. So maybe put in, you know, when you see the opposite side divergence forming, just, you know, hold off. But that's still in testing. Okie doke, let's go do that. Time frame analysis, not that I need it honestly, but doesn't hurt. Let's see where we are. Previous month high, we just took it out and we are trading below it actually. Previous month high, I don't need nothing else. Weekly, it is this same thing, previous week high, and it is the Friday high. So how do I write that? I'll just do previous week high. In terms of the daily range, we are inside. Previous day low, previous day high, and then I like to see the midpoint. Oh wait, how do I switch from thinking about the daily range to the previous day range to the bias? Never really thought of it that way, honestly. Never really thought about the bias. Previous day EQ, because clearly the bias is still bullish. We are inside of yesterday's range, so yeah, it took the win. So we're either gonna be taking the high or taking this low. Now yesterday, I think if I had marked this this imbalance here, maybe that would have discouraged me from taking it low. But if it went ahead and won, I would have been happy that I didn't see it. So it's a volume imbalance on the daily. The bodies need to touch, or we need to see like a body print through. And now we do have another one here. This is, I think they call them new day opening gaps. I just call them volume imbalances on the daily time frame. That's all I can see from here. Let's go to the 4 hour. And we are in some sort of consolidation here from yesterday. So in between this high and in between this low. So the previous 4-hour high is right here. I do not care for that. We just took out the previous 4-hour low too, so okay, let's go to the 1 hour. The 1 hour fair value gap here. Prof in the building. What's going on? I will put the inverted one. It's the farthest one, I guess. Kind of the last point we touched. 1 hour inverted. No, I'm not in a trade. I try to not take a trade until after 6:45, so I should be done with this analysis. But why is it saying up to 12 p.m? What is going on here? 11 a.m. Okay. This looks nice. Whatever this is happening, whatever is happening here. Okay, let's go to like the 30-minute, kind of see if there's anything. The daily volume imbalance right there. 30-minute. I'm just trying to see where could we be coming from. Let's look at the 15-minute. I'm interested in taking a trade either above, and I think I'm in sync doing this. I am in sync with the daily whatever. Either above the high. If I can see an entry there, I will try above this up. Above there. If not, then above this one. And I'm gonna just keep it strict. See if, and then I won't worry about that 1 hour fair value. There's always something opposing, but I'll just have it there just to see. So this is confusing with all these boxes. What I'm gonna do, I will put lines, trend lines, and I'll be watching. I'll just say buys above there. Pull this to 10-15 ish, or this one was a trend line, whatever is touched first, or this one. This could be the sell side of the curve, maybe that's the buy side of the curve. Kind of look for an entry to that previous day high. An exit. Maybe. This is an inside candle. And it's turned into bullish. I think that's it. I'm not in a trade, not yet. Where's this coming from? So I'll put this daily whatever to the side here a little bit. So that 15-minute whatever is kind of the last place I'm seeing price touch on the 15-minute. 7 more minutes, so no worries. And then if I take that low, to that, the fast, whatever I think is the breaker. One symmetrical swing is somewhere right here. That's a nice place to target. Targets. One SD, and that will be a 15-minute time frame. So I like to note that too. Okay. So let's see what my EMAs look like. 1 minute. Now this is where I'd like to run a little bit from the EMAs now, because they might not give me a signal and this thing might just keep flying. So ES is doing the same. That's good. Okay, let's just keep it neat. I don't like how it looks with these boxes. So what we're gonna do is just I'll be watching and then I'll just change the box. Take this out, time. Move this to the side a little bit. Just watch this thing from here. Yeah, I'm gonna take that out. The 1-hour fair value gap is not gonna make me not to take a trade. Oh. And this is a 15-minute fair value gap where we last touched. So I'm waiting for a body close above these up candles here. So I do believe like that's a breaker. High, low, high, high. Retest, kind of like what happened yesterday. Prof, did you take the trade yesterday? I think you said that you're gonna take that trade on Nasdaq. It turned out so good, but I was out of here. I think I just took a picture of it. That was the breaker that, you know, look at that closure above the retest. So it's pretty much the same thing I'm waiting for to see here. That being the last up candles before we went down. We should form a higher low, but we might be forming a higher high. But for it to be confirmed for me, I need to see a body close above that, whatever. And I think I'm just gonna keep it that simple moving forward. I'll just finish how I started before I try to switch so much. And maybe just make changes slowly. Maybe accept the fact that sometimes, you know, trades will also just go without you, because I've seen a couple of times a 15-minute closure above the zone, and then I see a retest, but the EMAs just never give me that retracement back to the 50. They just keep going up. So I'm like, maybe once you see that 15-minute closure, just go for it. Just put your limit on top of that breaker and your stop loss below that breaker, and go for whatever level you think price will get to. That's a 3R right there. This might be what I'll just end up doing moving forward, but just go for 1:2 or whatever. Man, I think in a month the results should be good. Skip is simple. But look, are you in a trade? There was a sweep. I'm sure there's a 5-minute order block. Maybe this one or this one. I think it's in line with that day with the bias. You are in a trade, I guess. You've been humble. Alright, I think that zone is going to confirm, and because we're also closing on top of this one, I will use that one too. I'll just evolve to this one, and if we close above that one, I will evolve to that one. And 50 just crossed 100. I think that's the one we're going to use, because when back testing this strategy, that was a while ago though, I noticed that if there's a couple of zones I could use as breakers, it would just touch the latest one sometimes and not have to go to the farthest one. And then this is the kind of trades I like, where the high time frame PDR is way above my entry. So this looks too good. And you know what they say, if something looks too good to be true, who says it doesn't have to be true? It is true. If it's too good to be true, what's wrong with that? Ooh, so is that a retest? What just happened there? 7, is there news? Okay, mild, whatever. No, what they call this mid whatever, the orange folder. I'm in a buy. Yeah, I figured. What did that make you feel? Did you see that drop? Boof. Mom. That was a quick retest. I wish I had to if I had 2 swing highs, I would have entered. Yeah, it is buying, but and then that's the retest that I'm waiting for, bro. But now if I'm back to following rules to the T, I need to see 2 swing lows form before I enter this trade. Now I already did get a retest. I think that's a retest good enough. I just need a retracement with 2 swing, and then need to see 2 swings, and then at the break of that trend line, I'm gonna take that trade. And my stop loss just below the 100 EMA, the dynamic stop right there. Poloco is already in a trade. No wasting time, y'all. We are just did you get it from here, from that order block right there, or this one up here? Oh, wait a minute, I'm not in the 1 minute time frame. Yes, I am. How is gold looking like? Gold is selling. It was trading gold. I think I would have taken this trade. Well, depending on the 15-minute too. But I don't know how the 15-minute looks like, but that's kind of what I'm looking for. Oh, where's NQ? There's a 1 hour fair value gap. Do you think that's gonna be a problem? We had one yesterday right here, and price just retraced a little bit, retest the 15 and then just kept going up. What if that's what's happening at the moment? Just the same thing. Get to that, what I would say, resistance level, but the momentum to go up is still super high, so just move across it. It is an inverted fair value gap right there. That's I could have chosen this one too, but we'll go with the inverted one for this case. Prof, are you in a trade? Are you in a trade? Good. Loco is in a trade already. He's buying. He is buying. I'm gonna get like another account, and then that one I'll just freestyle, bro. When you guys are buying, I'll also buy. I'll just hit. No, I won't buy as I'm waiting as usual. All right, gotcha. So this is a high time frame level. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do, guys. Kind of something I came up with on the weekend. Let me show you. And I'm thinking this might help with if the EMAs don't want to. Well, let me do this. Visibility, current interval only. When the EMAs don't want to really line up, I don't want to miss those trades because it's kind of obvious it wants to go up. If I was to take this trade on the 15-minute, but I think this is just another strategy for another whatever. Since we do have some more breakers, I think you want to put it on the farthest breaker. But anyway, I want to follow this right here. So high time frame level, I would say that previous week high or even the breaker. I need to see a trendline break, and then I need to see a fair value gap that's paired with a swing, and then I'll take the trade from the fair value gap, and I can see if that will save me from the trades where, will let me be in the trades where it just keeps going up and never comes to retest there, because I've seen a lot of those trades. So in this case, what am I looking for? I can't quite see a trend line here. I'm just gonna assume the trend line is this. I do not want this trade to go without me. So if it forms a fair value gap paired with this swing high, that's gonna be my entry. And I can just have my stop loss right at the 100. I'll just do one micro contract. So let's see how this goes. It's so weird that I usually come up with all these plans, and it's so funny. The similar thing, I had it a long time ago, but it's all good anyway. I think right, it's the same thing. But look at this. This is a plan I had written quite a while. So a liquidity grab, a 5-minute displacement, which is pretty much, will cause a 5-minute breaker, a 5-minute order block. But then I wouldn't trust those entries, so I'll go on the 1 minute and look for a break on the 1 minute time frame, and then I'd enter a fair value gap alongside the breaker, and then of course a few losses. Boom. A few losses. I just let it go. Well, I just had studied so many things. So in this case, this is a 5-minute order block that was confirmed here. So on the 1 minute time frame, there's a breaker right there. That's a breaker, gray, and then I'll just look for fair value gap. So in this case, that right there, and that will be the entry. Boom. Let's get going. Well, easy to see them once they form. Fair value gap on the 5 minute. Is this MNQ? Yeah, I see fair value gap in 5 minutes time frame, like the one down here. There's one here, but I don't like how it looks. I need one that's paired with a swing. I trust those a little bit more. All right, let's see if we can get on this trade, because this thing looks to be so we're still working that one out, which on the 1 minute we have closed above, which doesn't mean a lot, because the 1 minute can, the 1 hour can still turn around. So if I get a trade somewhere here, I'll have to put my stop loss below this low. So I'm gonna just wait patiently. MNQ. Oh, okay. Whew. I thought because oh right, I thought this was ES. This is NQ. All right. So micro Nasdaq. Let me see. And this is the CFD US 100 right here. They should look the same. Yo, so this is sometimes the differences that I'll be you'll kind of see from time to time. If you look at am I about to miss a trade here? No. So let me just do this. Look at this real quick. And these are the kind of differences you'll notice between the two. Look at this. This is MNQ, and you know, as CFDs are printing clean, MNQ is the one who decided to, you know, the so-called regulated. Look at the game. Look at what they did here with this candle, with the 10 a.m. candle. Oh, this is on what time frame is this? 10 a.m. my time. So this guy's just, you know, did some sort of a sweep here, but CFDs didn't do that. I do expect that kind of behaviors on CFDs and not the futures, but they're all brokers, yo. So these are the kind of differences you get to see sometimes. This should be like a CFD behavior, right? But no. But I'm thinking the brokers that, I don't know. Yeah, this is so whoever the stops here, tight stops, and they're going up, they just got smoked. But if you're trading CFDs, you're still, you know, that trade. Okay. Let's get back to what I'm looking for. I just need to see a fair value gap paired with a high, and then I'll take that trade. This is not good enough. And my stop loss will be below like, just make sure recent fair value gaps are covered. So this could be it right here. Need to know, because that'll be a fast trade. So 60, we can do 2. I'll just do 2 contracts, and if I want to get smoked, can do whatever it wants to do. Uh, 15 minutes. I think that could form that fair value gap. And then I'll buy 2 contracts. I'd like to finish my business here. My stop loss is gonna be just below this low. I would have loved if my stop loss can be below the 100 EMA. So if I get smoked, losing like 200 bucks, so I'll go back to 50k, and then I think I'll have only 3 more chances before I call this this amazing journey. Before I call it quits. But micro E-mini, yeah, I don't know. Man, Poloko is now funded. Okay, I think I do have a fair value gap here, and I want to give it a shot. And I want my trade to be, let me just make sure I'm good. My stops will be right here, 68. I think I can now take 2 contracts once we touch that whatever, and then just go for 1:2. I could also wait for, you know, like an optimal trade entry. ICT fee, see if I can get a better deal. I want my stop loss to be down here. Ideally, it should already be in a trade. So let me just do this. Let me just get one. I'm gonna buy it right now. See if we can get at least that range right here. So if it keeps coming lower, I will buy. If it trades above the high, I will buy. So pretty much put a buy stop here, buy stop, or at the 0.62 put a buy limit. I don't know, I don't feel that. Yes, or at the 0.5 level right there, buy limit. So whatever comes first. And I think this could be a nice way for me to enter into the trades where, you know, a retracement never occurs back to the 50. The problem is I'd like my stop loss to be at least below 100, which gives me some enough space when, you know, the trade likes to retrace. Now let's see if I get smoked here or. So that 50 point is where my buy limit is. All right, so I'm in. I can get rid of that buy stop, and my stop loss will be right below here. I'm buying, so what will be the sell stop of 2 contracts? All right, let's see how this goes. If I get smoked. Ay. This is far, bro, for sell limit. That's my right about that 1.5 area. So let's see how this goes. I'm gonna clean up a little bit. Oh, I forgot to record, yo. There we go. So all fair value gaps are covered with the stop loss, at least within this range. And if I get smoked, that will be quite unfortunate. What if it gives me like another setup just coming back to the 50? Should I take another trade if I get smoked here? Let me know just how much I'm risking. 275. Actually no, 235, still big. So my stop loss is below the 50 EMA right there, and we are in drawdown at the moment. Create a limit order, visibility, current interval only. There we go. Almost at your TP. I know he got in early, so yeah. Stops at 34.57. Let me see where that is. Yes, 100. Wait, the 30. I was saying congratulations. Where is 34.57? How about your TP? Where's your oh, you're going for 1:2? Where's your TP? Prof, no worries. I'm more of a continuation trader. So yeah, it makes sense to kind of enter, and he gets his trade right at the beginning of the trend. So yeah. Pretty much, I think. So I think is there anything above? Yeah, that high. My TP is way up here. I think that's even above the current all-time high. It is above the current all-time high. So I kind of right about that 1.5 standard deviation too, from the low to the high of what I think is a breaker. I feel like my charts are dirty. I'll try to clean them up. So in this case, the breaker will be this guy here. Is that where I have that? Yeah, my fib. Yeah, that low to that high. That one standard deviation is pretty much the best place to, you know, finish your business. But in this case, that would only be 0.86. So I'll just try to ride it to the next one, and then the ultimate finish will be the 2 to 2.5. Pretty much, if it does get there, where is that breaker? If it does get here, that's usually like where you see price now kind of stall. If it does get there, we'll see. So still all good. Current interval only. Current interval. Kind of getting some problems here. Two swing highs going towards that 50. My stop loss is right there. Yee! Mm. 51,000. A small squeeze here. Can I get rid of the EMAs now? Triangle forming, a squeeze. I don't like to see this, because now we could see price do break up or down. All right, this is my last line of defense, that fair value gap right there. And if I had some enough drawdown, I could even add a little bit there. Okay, let me put this EMS back so I can see my setup form without me. Oh, come on. Me might get smoked, man. Only 13 points away to my stop. Ideally I could close here and then see if I could take another trade once we close above that trend line, give it another short, or just submit, get smoked. So we just touched that 15-minute again. Yeah, I lost on this one too. Fear of missing out. I got smoked, y'all. I got smoked trying to modify my plan, y'all. Ah, it's all good. Damn. 50,900. $52,400 minus 50. Yo, so I've lost 1,500 in 2 weeks. Wow. My drawdown is now $900. That is 3 times. All right, I'm just gonna accept that. Journal, copy link. MQ. How many contracts had I taken to? That was the image. Getting in on an already formed trend. Let's say that. Yeah, Google sheet. So my entry was at 714 and also at 716. Got smoked at 725. So I'll do 716. That was the latest entry. And then 7:45 a.m. 7:25. How many minutes are those? 9 minutes got smoked. You know what's pissing me off? It's not the losses, it's just I want to finish this thing so bad, and then all that progress is going out. That makes me feel some type of way. Otherwise, losses are part of the game. It's all good. What am I looking for? Stop was 68.75. Was I in profits at any point? No. 0. The potential was 0. I'll say out of plan, out of original plan. No, I try to keep it positive. I will say modified plan. Modified plan. It didn't work so well. So what was our modified plan? Modified plan. Entered. It is pretty much feel. I not really feel missing out. Modified plan. Trying to engage in a trend. Yeah, what should I that I thought had already formed, and there was a retracement was not bro and a retracement was not likely to happen. So an instance where I thought I know what price will do. So I need to write that down, what price will do, so I can always remind myself you don't know what price will do. So stick to your plan. So in this case, I did assume that, looking at past examples, that this will just keep going up. So I want to engage with that because that's what I'm thinking, that I know what price will do. So reading this right here will let me know, yo, stick to your plan, stick to your plan, stick to your plan. If it wants to go without you, that's okay. But your plan is, you wait for retracement back to the 52 trend line, a trend line with at least two swing highs. At the break of that, that's your entry. And just keep it as simple. So I think I just got tired of, looking at trades just move without me. I've said that a couple of times. My stops at 34.57. I don't think so. I think it's just coming to retest that 15 whatever and then just keep going up. For me, as long as the 50 is still above the 100, yeah, the trend is still on the other side. Well, at least on the 1 minute. But once that 50 crosses the 100, ooh, yeah. That right there is something else. An instance where I thought I know what price will do. Didn't work so well. Stick. I think that's hash. Stick to your plan. No, that's hash. I read that and I know. Yeah, so when I'm in a trade, I usually don't like to see these triangles forming because now price is kind of being squeezed. Because now that means it's gonna, it's gonna be on either way. Either go up or down. And if they form Oh my goodness, my accounts are suffering. Well, the 100k accounts, so the drawdown is now 1,000. 5,900. Man, I was so close. So am I gonna watch my setup form again and just work without me? Because I'm still sticking to the one trade a day thing. I already took a screenshot, so let me get this out the way. No, let it just stay there. You're kidding me right now. And that stop would have been 50, 60. So two contracts. Excuse me. Stops at 34.57. I think you're safe. Are you still risking 1.5%? You only have 2% to go, right? This looks safe to me. That looks safe. Two to 2.5 is up here, my guy. All right. Yeah, I think there's a high probability it's gonna get. So is the ultimate high like the highs we're seeing in here, or yeah, like a much deeper? Oh, like the previous day high? Is that what you're looking for? Look at that, man. Look at that. Look at that. Look at this. So that'll be my entry, man, at the close of this high right here. And I feel like those were retest enough for that zone. And honestly, we did retest the lowest one here, so I may as well just adjust back to it. Yep. Because we did come all the way down. All right. I really do think we're gonna get there. Look at ES. ES is plowing through. And I think this guy is gonna follow suit as well. It's quite unfortunate that I took this trade because this is fear of missing out, honestly. Because that was me trying to think that I know what this trade will do. It'll just keep going up. Instead of just wait for my plan, man, and be okay with the trades that never retrace back. So a few changes I've made just got me punished, yo, because of a few days of losses. Trading mistakes, part of the game. Now if I lose these futures accounts, I'm gonna step away from futures for a while. I think I'll go back to CFDs. The problem with CFDs though is, for me, which is something I'm gonna really have to work hard, man, I'd like to take these huge positions because I know I have a lot of drawdown. So maybe take the same discipline to that other side. I mean, yeah, just one trade a day, because when I used to trade those CFDs those prop firms, I would take multiple trades a day, like multiple trades. I mean a lot of trades in a day. A lot of trades in a day. The account will be up so high one day, it will be way down there the other day. So, and then maybe use that to build on my own money. But once I get my own cash to trade, I will trade futures. I feel like they book much better. CFDs are illegal in the States anyway. But trading prop firms, you're not really trading real money. It's simulation. It's like playing games. And if there's any money you're making, they call them rewards. They're just rewarding you. So that's a safe space. Anyway, I still have some fighting, whatever, $900. Ideally, I'm supposed to cut down or maybe start taking yeah, the trailing stop loss. That is the trick. And I'm thinking my style of trading, I don't think for these futures prop firms it's the best. Even though I was about to finish this thing anyway, so I can't quite say it's not the best, but I don't know, the typical, anyway, I can't say it wasn't the best. I was way up there. I was 52,400, just one or more trades to finish. So I think I just started misbehaving, honestly, trying to modify stuff. But it's okay. 70 days, man. I got tired, so I'm not gonna blame myself so much. My patience was tested. Let's get another quiet time with God. Let's try this one.
Wait, how old is the new hire?
Again, another squeeze here happening. Bam, bam, bam. We know it's gonna choose one side. Which side will it be? All right, so that'll be me getting this trade. Man, that was actually a good deal. If I'm putting my stop loss at 100, no, I can't even take it. 30-point stop loss. Oh, no. Right here. 50-point stop loss, maybe that would be three micros. Yeah, that's a good one too. So even if I lose this stuff, it wasn't really like a waste. This was like myself also getting in, you know, trying to familiarize myself with the futures as well. So kind of got a good feel of trading them. Pretty much the same as the CFDs, only that there's really no difference. The only difference is you can do the 2.34, so the whatever size you're putting, the number has to be, what do you call, I'll just say a straight number. So that right there would have been my entry. So I'm just going to do like a virtual entry just to see if today would have been a winner too. 53 points, and then I'd have gone for 1:2. I'm just gonna see this work without me, so you can feel. So I would have taken two units, 2 contracts, 215 to make like 438. Of course, at that previous day high, it would break even. So this is a virtual entry. I'll just see. What do you mean in terms of my experience on live streaming? So the reason why I started live streaming, I don't know, I just feel like, I don't know, I just felt the urge to start live streaming. For some reason I like this. I felt like I wanted to share what I know in terms of trading, maybe be inspiring to someone, be an inspiration to someone. And kind of share the journey, that's all. And then when I was trading by myself, like, see how I talk? That's the same way I just talk by myself. Like, I'll talk through my trades, what I'm thinking, I'll just speak aloud. So I was like, I may as well just stream.
FTMO meets TradingView, your favorite platform.
FTMO, TradingView. Fiverr's too offering, you can trade on FTM on TradingView, but for now it's only US based clients, but they will open it up to the rest later. Man, yeah, I'm glad I inspire you, Prof. Even with the losses. Yeah. I feel like this is like the normal like beginner or mid-range, whatever, like the, what would you say, like this experience of I would say a beginner trader or a yet profitable trader. These hit and misses, kind of see the how much it costs you to step out of your plan. Like, you just pay for it like this. I think the main problem to note down would be when you step out of your plan and then it works, it's super dangerous because you're gonna want to do it again and again and again. So my plan from the word goes to just get trades from a 15-minute order block, and that's kind of how it started. And then I started seeing potential on fair value gaps as well. Then I started taking trades on other things, and there's no problem with that, but there is like a win rate on everything. So my order block trades had a win rate, the fair value gaps too had a win rate. So when today you're doing this and then tomorrow you're doing that, and then you just end up on the days where you're not winning, the dynamics of your strategy are kind of messed up, if that makes sense. So maybe that was a problem. So maybe moving forward, just look for that, especially in the morning, only for breakers. But if I'm trading in the afternoon, I can do the fair value gaps, because at that time probably sometimes the breakers already been used and the trade is now forming, or whatever. Yeah, I only stream on YouTube. So if this doesn't work out, I'm gonna step away from futures and then get a CFD account, maybe a 50k or 100k, or maybe take a month off, or maybe just come and read price and then try to save some money and get me like a 200k account. I think that would be too far-fetched. Maybe just get a 100k account, and then I'm just gonna keep it simple, like simple. My trades are gonna be just based off the 15. Okay, I'll try. I think I'll just end on the 15-minute time frame. I don't need to go, because I just need to see a 15-minute breaker. So in this case, my trade will look just something like this. Easy to say, but I'll try not to go to that 1 minute time frame. And so once I confirm the breaker, and then my stop loss just below that breaker, and just go for 1:2. So in this case, the breakers were changing. We did close above this one, so that will be my entry, because then I don't know if it will really get to the first one. Ideally, the stop loss should be below the farthest breaker, but I know this is gonna be tempting to just use the first one, and in this case I would get smoked, which is perfectly fine. Now, will I be able to just not go to the 1 minute time frame? I don't know. Okay, so I'll leave this one going. Prof, man, I think it's gonna get there. I really do think it's gonna get there. Unfortunately, I'm not taking part in this, and this is pretty much the same fair value gap that I thought we had here. A fair value gap paired with a swing high. If you go back and look at those fair value gaps, they're quite different. They're different with just any other fair value gap. I think so. And I've had ICT mention, or maybe let me not mention him, and then he hears me and then he says I'd never said such a thing. Okay, let's go check out gold. We'll leave that running. It's working without me, it's all good. That's what you get for trading outside of your plan. Gold. So this trade just did 1.25. Oh, that's just a virtual trade. What made you enter this trade, prof? Did we like get to like a high time frame something? Yeah, and the bias is still bullish, right? Based off from this 4-hour breaker here. And this is kind of, if I remember what you based off your trade yesterday, your buy trade. What you looking at today to take a buy? One hour. The 1 hour fair value gap, maybe. Do you look at fair value gaps? It's a 1 hour fair value gap right there. Right there. What's been embedded in my head right now is those times where the trade is working out. Let's say you're waiting for retracement and it never gives you that retracement, but it just keeps going. I feel like they're like small traps. It's like they're telling you, yo, you see, you don't need to follow your plan. And then you see it once, you see it twice, you see it thrice, it gets to your head, it gets to your head, it gets to your head. Then you're convinced, I don't need to really follow my plan to the tick. So once you change, price is just there laughing at you. Ha ha, we got him. We got this one. He fell for it. Look at him abandon his plan. That's how I'm gonna start seeing them, as traps. Yeah, good catch. The thing is though, once you have that one in check, something else pops up. Yeah. Something else pops up. This one is not my plan. I just entered like yesterday. May smoke me though. Well, yesterday was a good one. You entered it based on the 4-hour break, and today I'm kind of seeing like a 1 hour. It looks legitimate to me if you're buying a 1 hour fair value gap, and then from this low to that high, it's at the 0.62 level, so should be a scalp. Even if it's gonna be going down, it looks like we might get like a retracement back, at least to the half of that range, if I may say. Wait a minute, we are already at the half of that range. Okay, I don't know. Maybe to this area right here. Box. The wick, body wick on the 1 hour. Maybe. Or what are you aiming for? Looks legitimate to me, although anyway, who knows, man, at this point. At this point my analysis is shaken. Another issue would be maybe the fact that I stacked a lot of accounts on this one challenge, but then I did that when I saw like, the trajectory was good, so I was like, let me stack others too. Maybe that was a problem, because in my head I'm not just trading this one account, I'm also trading so many others. Maybe that was a hindrance too, but it was a good plan. It was a good practice on trading a couple of accounts together, so either way it's a win-win. And I think we are soaring high on MNQ. MNQ is going to the moon. Oh yeah. ES is booking so well. Ooh. That's my trade right there. ES is that would have been the entry. If I was trading ES, stop loss at 100, I will be done by now. That would have been my quick 2R right there. ES. I see some traders who trade either ES and NQ together. Whatever's setting up the clean setup is what they take. I am not ready for that switch, y'all, but I don't know. So what I'm thinking, NQ has a good tendency of kind of trying to catch up. So this thing I know will saw as well. And seems like ES is the one that's catching up. So if they're all going for that that daily high, they will all get there. Okay, let's go back to NQ. The point of interest is good, but according to my plan, the 15-minute has to shift and enter on its retracement. Okay. So that was like a fear of missing out or just get in. Let's find out. I have a good feeling gold will also go up, so I think it should be fine. Let me do gold here on the 15-minute. So where is your shift? Is it above this 15-minute candle here? Would that be where you're looking at your shift? Okay, gotcha. Man, I'm understanding your... Because I used to... So my breaker, what I really like pretty much wait for would be the high. At least I like to see my break with a swing high. But ICT once mentioned about these standalone candles and he called them bump. And I'll also notice on a downtrend and there's like a bump. Once it price closes above it, there's gonna be a retest and then it just flies the other way. I wish we can see an example, something like this. Look at that. Even without a swing high, it was still used sort of like how a breaker will be used. So would that be the market structure shift without the breaker? Maybe. Gold. All right. It's all right there. NQ. Hey, Poloko, are you how are you feeling right now, my friend? On the last step. How are your internal organs right now? Oh boy. I'm gonna take this back to ES. Ooh, ES is soaring, my guy. Just to put this in perspective, let me mark those all-time highs, which I think is right here, which is yesterday's high. All-time high, and also the previous day high. Is it an all-time high? Let me just make sure. Yes, it is. Okay. Same thing with NQ here. I'm gonna mark out that 1.5 and then make sure I have some cleaner charts. 1.5 SD is also a nice an area where I see price like to get to. FDMO. Now because I've been talking about FDMO, that's all the advertisements I'm seeing. FTMO. You people are expensive though.
Proper research shouldn't feel like detective work. Proper Match brings reviews, rule updates, and even exclusive discounts all in one place from verified firms. So stay ahead of changes, get real reviews, and save money on every challenges because we only list firms that we've verified. So get your edge on propermatch.com.
What about you guys? Do you have any? Yeah. They are both above that 15-minute. I'm gonna just line it up with the 1 hour right there. When I get that CFD, I'm gonna be taking your trades too. Because now I can do like a quarter risk, a 0.25% risk, or whatever. I do miss trading on MT5. I don't know if you know about the. Do you use which platforms do you use to take your trades? Do you use MT5? I had like a trade management tool called PSC. What would that be? Profit. What does PSC mean? PSC. I liked it a lot. I liked using it. Once you set your stop loss, like I want to risk 1%, and you can just move the stop loss. No. I think there's a what is this broker called? But I don't know any futures platform that's offering MT5 on for futures. But there is what is this? AMP I think offers, you can trade futures on MT5. But I've not seen any platform that offers MT5 for futures. All right, Poloko, I think, once it gets there, we will celebrate together, even if you're not gonna be here. So I'll even put this to I think your all-time high is right here, and I think you're gonna hit that. Look at that. So congratulations in advance, and yeah, I'll see you on the next one. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a good day or good night wherever you are, whatever time is from where you are. See you on the next one. Position size, that's what I was talking about. I liked it a lot. I like using it on MT5. Do you guys know of this tool? It looks something like this. So you set up your risk right here, 1%, and then there'll be lines on your charts, and whatever your stop loss will put, it'll adjust the position size for you. So you always just risk 1%. So you just, and then you can have a sell button too, kind of like what TradingView has here, and you just, when you're ready, just hit sell. I like using that tool a lot. It was perfect for trade management, and you could set up automatic, take profits if you want. Take profit 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's gonna divide them for you. I don't know which how do you manage your trades, prof? I think Poloko is about to go. What?
Yeah, not built for real. This fits in one corner. This is Gym Monster 2, built for people who actually
Okay.
train at home. No extra gym room needed. Plug it in and you're good to go. No racks, no plates, nothing's gonna hold you back. But here's the part that changes everything. A full cable system, deadlift.
Ideally, what's your size of the trade? Like, what percentage do you trade? But how do you know, like,
Adapting to how you train.
how much you're risking then if you just put your TP and stop loss, or
Setup limits.
on average you'll just know what you're risking? Mm, 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 mm.
For the senior intern program?
Oh, the senior intern. Of course, Tyler will be down in a minute. Why don't you have a seat?
50%?
Engineering on the right, product in the middle, growth on the left, stand-ups at 9:30 every morning. We use Slack for everything. You know Slack?
I'm familiar.
And you have a Mac?
I have a laptop.
Mac or PC?
50% risk?
We'll set you up. Here you go. 33 years in retail management, right? Big shift.
Ooh.
You'll pick it up. Or you won't. We'll see.
I started today, so I don't have it yesterday.
Henry's onboarding.
Oh Lord, isn't that dangerous, man? I mean, you only have 2 chances and then you blow your account when it doesn't. Let's say you hit
Thank you.
Henry,
a losing streak.
when my board approved this program, they thought it was
Or do you have like a tight stop loss management system? When it's going against you, you just get out.
plan things. But this isn't a charity.
50%. Oof.
You don't. If you don't, we part ways. That's the deal.
I understand.
I read your
Yeah, that needs prayer, honestly.
scores. You have experience.
50% you have to get in a worship session once you take that trade.
It's the temperature setting first, then the size.
Thank you.
50,900. That is unbelievable, man.
Watch.
Coming from 50 to 400.
I
But then
started
again,
ago, same age you are now. I was a school principal for 25 years. Got
okay,
consolidated.
the 6K account. Oh, so it doesn't feel like you're losing a lot. Okay, see what you're saying.
Word for word.
He gave it to me too. What did you do?
What did you do?
I think this time I had like a what, $200 account, and I was
Not just ChatGPT.
risking $50. That's like what, 25%. So yeah.
Line before bed.
That's it?
So this trading thing, it's all perception. Because then on a 100K account,
6 months later,
it will be so difficult risking 50%, but on a small account, you have no issues risking that much.
it works. You have 30
Yet the percentage is the same.
nobody in this office has.
Perception, perception.
They'll need you.
Bum, ba-da-dum, bum, bum, ba-da-dum, bum, 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 bum. So this trade will be up
I'm learning, sweetheart.
34 points.
I think so.
Yeah. Now what is this, man? What is this? I just lost out on 4R. I mean, I'm assuming this is gonna work. Didn't take a trade yesterday according to my plan, lost. Today the same thing. Here's another fair value gap paired with a swing high. Loco. Where is it? I haven't traded my own money for so much, but I did put I had a live account. I put $1,000 in it, and I took it down to $200, man. Can you believe that? I took it down to $200, and then I built it up, and I took it back to around 1200, 1300, and then I withdrew all the money. And then I decided to trade prop firms at the moment. Try get a bigger amount to then go open like a big at least a 5-figure live account. So that's what I'm trying to do right at the moment. I need to get a good payout to fund that live account, and then trying to build from there. Again, that live account, I was also kind of abusing it too, taking multiple trades a day, and also not taking profits on trades that were really working well. So I created a template, what do you call this, on canva.com. So let me show you how it looks like. canva.com. And then I saved it as damn, can't even remember. Yeah, continue. What did I save it? Save it as a GIF. Is it a GIF? Because it has moving parts and I need those to keep moving. Skip for now. Before we leave here, let me see what your gold is doing. Okay. MNQ is working okay. Wow. Alright. Canva. Where is that? Oh yeah. So I kind of designed on Canva, and then I kind of put the whatever right there. So now if I want to change the Bible verse, I could always come and change it again if I want to. But that's kind of the simple design on Canva. So a logo right there, whatever the brand, my face here, and then whatever I have here, and So that's how I did it on Canva. This is the latest one I'm using. So when I start another series, I'll kind of maybe choose a different color theme, which at the moment is the yellow or whatever, and then put also like another Bible verse. I might change some things too. Try have this working space a little bigger or whatever, we'll see. At the moment I like how it is. Took me a while coming up with this. I mean, it's this would take me like 5 minutes to make, but coming up with the concept from scratch, man, took me a while. How do I make the prices move? Which prices? What do you mean? Oh, like what you have, like the buying power. So what I have there is I'm casting from a mobile phone, from my Ninja Trader, from the broker's whatever site. Trader weight on Ninja Trader is the same. So I'm using Ninja Trader, and what I've done is I'm casting. Let me show you what the whole screen looks like. Let me close this for where is that screen? Come here. So see that right there? This is what I'm casting on the, this is what you're seeing. You only seen this part. So what I've done is I've what do you call that? I've trimmed to, I'm only showing this area. So on OBS you can choose, you know, whatever you want to show. So you can trim the window. So I'm kind of just trimming this area alone, and then I'm casting that using this software right here to the screen. So that's how I'm able to show it on OBS right there. So I'm using the software is called SmartCast. You download it on your computer and also on your phone, and then you kind of link both with Wi-Fi or also USB. So then you can stream your phone on your computer. I could do the same on just a website too, but I think the phone is easier because then it's kind of hard to move around. Loco. Only 17 points to go. Go, 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 go. So I just talked about Canva. That's the advertisement I'm now seeing. Hey, YouTube. Hey, yeah. Hi. At least wait for an hour. Hi. Almost immediately. So there's nothing wrong with this fair value gap here paired with a high. It was just the wrong one. There was one here that's working. Here's another one. Here's another one too. That's a swing high with a fair value gap. And all that is money. So yeah, man. We'll have to come up with a way to pivot and use these things. Nothing wrong with the concept, it's just the timing. And the one trade a day thing is safe, but also keeping me away from some good trades, yo. Because that right there would have made the money I lost back. But then again, if this didn't work, the loss could be too much. This is why having your own account is good. Because you're not worried about no drawdown. Anyway. I'm from Kenya. They could be. Or try to be relevant to you. I think they're past spying. They already know everything they need to know about you. You ever thought about your antivirus? How it scans your files and then says we didn't find any threat. So they went through each and every file in your computer to looking for viruses. They know everything about you, yo. I think they are past spying. Oh, yeah, let me look at this. Oh. So this will be 1:5. Okay. I need to charge this thing. Prof, Mambo Poa, I was gonna ask you where are you from. Yeah, I'm from Kenya. So I presume you're also from Kenya. Mambo VP, Mambo Poa. Niko salama salmini. These people don't want to give Poloko his account, man. Come on. Why? ES is about to take that all-time high. So just go ahead and do it. And if it goes up there, then NQs will also do the same. So what is that rejection about? From the south, like south. Oh, from the south would be. Hey, I only know the left side, which would be west, Tanzania and Uganda. What is on the south? Namibia. Hey, forgive my. What is the country below us? My goodness, Africa map. Forgive my ignorance. Wait, Tanzania. You know what? Yeah, Tanzania is on the south. So you're from Tanzania. Let's go. Mabo VP. Did I get that right? Tanzania? Yes, it's the only one on the south. Why did I always think Tanzania is on the west? Uganda is on the west. Tanzania is on the southwest.
We've done hundreds of hours of research, and we'll cover 1, exactly what you need to add to your resume to catch the eyes of hiring managers and fit the mold for what they're looking for. 2, exactly how to get that resume special attention and get it in the right place so that recruiters and hiring managers will look at it within 1 week and feel compelled to give you an interview.
Yeah, there you go.
Once you get the interview,
Yes, it is. Well, it's not entirely south. It's more of southwest. Yeah. I'm trying to save myself here from not knowing Tanzania is on the south. But if you look at the Africa map, let me just act like I knew. Yeah, it is on the south. But southwest. For the sake of argument. Oh, if you ask me to draw Kenya and ask me where Tanzania is, I'll draw it here and then Uganda right next to it. Yeah, that is a whole nother level of ignorance, bro. But yeah, I knew Tanzania was somewhere there. Well, I know we share, what is this? Like Victoria. I hope I'm not wrong, Jesus. Yes. Like Victoria. Like Victoria. You speak like a Kenyan though. Tanzania is south of Kenya, man. Boy, have you spent time in Kenya? Or do you hang around Kenyans? Or am I being ignorant too by thinking it's only Kenyans who say man? All right, my people, $900 in drawdown now. 2, 4, 600, 800. 4 more tries, guys. 4 more tries. 4 more tries. Let's see if we can salvage this thing. It is now going towards $900. Oh, loco. $18. Yeah, I don't know about well, I've not been in Kenya for quite a while, but I still have that heavy accent though. I was just crowned number 1. Yeah, I just saw that. I don't know, for some reason I thought the higher the number, the better. Oh. Okay. Top fans, come on, Kev. Number 1. Who was number 1? Poloko was number 1. Poloko, you lost your seat. I have a little bit of some influence because of being in the West a little bit, but I still have that heavy accent. Whoa, look at that. Poloko about to be funded, man. Yeah, look at that. Like, Prof, how do you deal with, such occurrences when you take a trade that's not really in your plan? Not that it was a bad trade, but you see it lose, and then moments later, if you followed your plan, you see your trade now working. Like, how do you deal with such a state, with such occurrences? Okay, this playlist has a lot of advertisement. I don't think I like that. He has a lot of advertisements. Is that still Grace Ambience? Okay. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. And then maybe just leave this one. And step away from the futures a little bit. I need room, bro. This is just, it's not such a big drawdown. Still in profits, but in futures, I only have $900 left. You know what I'm saying? So CFDs, I'd still have 10% plus what I have right now. That can give me some breathing room. Yep, I think I'll do that. Five points to go. And my man is... Our guy Poloko has his account, bro. Yo, just do you, man. Well, looking at both of them, just at their all-time highs, I think this will just pierce through super hella fast. And then I want to see if, I'll get that 1:2R as well. And My tummy is grumbling here. You gotta wait. Mm-mm-mm. I like to trade on an empty stomach. There's just something about an empty stomach. There's something about some soft music, some Christian music, if I may say, and an empty stomach. So, Prof, do you want to start streaming? Because you've been asking me a lot about the streaming stuff. You want to start like streaming or? My argument for more another account is you'll collect a lot more data with it, man. 77 days, you'll have double the data. Yo, ES is diving deep. Why? Why? ES is diving. Maybe US 100 already got there. Not yet. Let's see. Yeah, I can just look at the day and know. Not yet. Prof, how's your gold trade doing? Okay, still deciding. My argument for more another account is you will collect a lot more data with it, man. 77 days will have double the data. So if I get you right, are you saying like yeah, awesome. Go for it, man. Go for it. Give it a test. And then you kind of, you kind of improve little by little your lighting, your setup. If you go look at my first streams, I mean, I'm not where I'd like to see, the stream, whatever. I think there's a lot more to improve, but it has come a long way, a long way. It looks much better right now. Still a lot more to improve, but I think, yeah, I'm done in terms of I'd rather focus on something else because I spent a lot of time trying to get these lights, trying to figure out the background. Yeah, but now I'm just focusing on the product now. I think that's done for now. I think the rest will now be, stack up some moolah and then bring in someone who knows these things to do the rest. stack up some mullah, and that would be good tax write-offs. Man, I think I would close my trade if I was Pollock. I would just close and then just wait. I wonder what he's doing right now. I am curious. He had to leave because of... I wonder if I could have some, because I see some other guys streaming and then they have other people too streaming with them. If you guys want to join, that would be nice. You can just all trade together. And then we can just talk instead of you just typing. That would be a better way to communicate. If you're interested, I could design that and find out how they do that. Plug in more people to join your stream. I wonder if you'd have to use it will all be on something like what's that software called? Zoom. I don't know if my computer will handle that. I feel like it's right now at the peak of things. It's breathing so hard right now. The fan is blowing, is blowing like crazy. Yeah, I do have a job. I have a job. I work in healthcare. I'm a CNA, certified nursing assistant. So that's my job for now. That's how I fund this stuff. Can't wait for the day I'll put in my resignation letter. But for now, we keep hustling, do what we have to do to survive in the meantime. Yeah, I think, man, because I tried before, I think maybe that's what kind of hurt me. I tried to just do this and just, I don't know, like I wasn't taking work seriously because I knew this thing is going to work. The problem is you're now trying to force yourself to get money to pay your bills from trades, and you're still not yet there. It's very difficult for your psychology and also for your growth. So yeah, that was not smart. I feel like trading rewards people with money. If you get what I'm saying. It doesn't like broke people. Yeah. Because then you bring your broke mentality here and it knows it'll just wipe you clean. No mercy. No mercy, no mercy. Because then if I need money at the end of the month, then that means I'm gonna be impatient. I mean, retire from employment, yeah, but you know, there's a lot more things to do. Retire from employment, then be your own employer. So you're not really retiring, you're just employing yourself. But then again, you also listening, because I used to listen to ICT a lot, where I learned all this whatever. I mean, I think because you have the same concept. So it's talking about you cannot keep trading, keep your job until your job doesn't make sense anymore to have it. So if let's say you're getting $200 a day or $150 a day, and your trade is consistently giving you $1,000 a day, trading for only 2 hours, and your job you're working 8 hours, to make 100, 150, then it doesn't make sense to have that job. So I think that's some of the things you know consider before resigning. And then also he did talk about when you start making money, you want to save up for 4 years. It's about to get there. Yeah, you want to save up for about, he did say 4 years. I think that's a long time. Save up for around 4 years, assuming that your trade stops working. You have enough. So you don't quit your job until you save at least 4 years of living in case your trade doesn't work. So yeah, I think for me 2 years would be enough. 2 years of what my current bills are right now. Once you have that saved up, then yeah, you can quit your job. I was listening to these guys, man. These guys had really nice jobs. Doctors, I think one was a dentist, the other one was whatever. They had like nice paying jobs, and they started trading stocks, and they had to quit because they were making so much money, and their salaries were not making sense anymore. Loco is back. Oh man, I'm watching this thing to see if I'm the one in that trade. Oh my lord. Alright, 10 more minutes and then I'm gonna end the stream here. $900 to work with. I'm still in the game. Trading and YouTubing is an ultimate tag team. Yeah, and then it kills the boredom too. Like, imagine trading by yourself every day. Aish, I don't know. Just move to Africa. 6% is enough to get you a nice apartment in Cape Town for a whole year. Man, I would love that. I'm not gonna lie. The thing is, Africa is affordable, but it's not cheap. It is affordable, but not cheap. If you don't have money, bro, it's tough. But honestly, that is my plan. And when I have like enough saved, I'm going back to my country, Kenya. Just go live in the suburbs and put some goats and cows. And just wake up every day to go water my plants. That's my ultimate dream, yo. But for now, we got to do what we gotta do, man. Cause bro, we know Africa could be tough, Jesus. Oof, without money, yeesh. But yeah, once this thing starts working out, I feel like yeah, Africa is a good option, man. It's a good option. If I could tell you like my rent right now is $1,900, would you believe that? $1,900 every month, Jesus. And then the price of fuel, the way it's going up. And then the fuel is it's now like you're running through the fuel faster. Oof. And I think, but that's a problem everywhere. It's not just here, but Blocker from the south, I should know. Yeah, Botswana is on the south. I know. Africa map. Some of these things look obvious, but they're not. Where's our map? Botswana. Huh? Why would they not have Botswana on this? Look at these people. Let me get another map. Loco, a few points away from your whatever. There you go. 5 points away. It's booking the same, right? With let me see. Where's the guy? With CFDs. Yeah, CFD already took out the previous day high. They should be in the money already. Two bedroom, my guy. 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom. In an apartment building. It's no joke. And actually the rent went up. It's only that we are already in a lease. So the people who are now freshly coming in, they're looking at 2,500. Nairobi. Yo, where is Botswana? This is not good. Oh, Botswana is way down here. Would you still say it's south? Yeah, south of Africa. South of Kenya will be Tanzania. Botswana is way down here. Two rooms. All right, 5 more minutes and then I'm gonna end the stream and call it a day. I wish I did stay with the plan today, honestly. I think I've been some money right now. So now it is what it is though. It is what it is. And all right, there's the all time. I think it's gonna get to these highs too. I think so. Again, I was trying to use that logic of the fair value gap paired with the high, but the one I took didn't work out. But if you look at the rest, the others that formed have held price beautifully. Fair value gap paired with a high, fair value gap paired with a swing high, fair value gap paired with a swing high. They just, I don't know, something about those fair value gaps. Here's another one. Fair value gap paired with a swing high, offering some really nice support, setting price up. Prof Mabe. He is from Southern Africa. That's what I meant. Yeah. Okay, I think Poloko should be done with the 2R, right? Man, those 5-minute fair value gaps. Oh, the 5-minute blockers have worked so well the recent week. This week too. Just straight to the point. Boom. Get in sync with the bias and get in. Nice. Yeah, I could only imagine, man. With pool and a beach too. Yeah, that's fire. Well, that's the... It's even more expensive in states like New York. 1900 I think would just get you like a single room, honestly, in a squeezed apartment. So we're not even having it that rough. Well, in the state, I mean. And also the area too, I'm not out. It was 1.4 hour risk. I risk 1.5%. I passed. Man, congratulations. Yeah, 3-1 favor of the fair value gap. I know. Prof, have you noticed that fair value gap that's paired with a swing? It's kind of a different. I think I've had ICT mention it before. So man, I'd now be in 75 points. Oh, Boloko. Wow. That is encouraging, man. Honestly, I have to be honest with you. I started being profitable after joining your streams. Before that, I was trading alone and I was failing challenges. Please keep doing this. I will. And I wish you the best too. Yep. Yeah, that just gave me some motivation, because a couple of times I wanted to stop this and just do it private. But then I'm like, yo, I don't know, it's kind of boring, man, being by yourself when there's a lot more people doing this. And pretty much I was just like, I'm gonna just start streaming, and I know people will come in that we can relate together, because there's a lot more streamers, yo, you know, but there's always that one who's for you. Yep. So I hope we can grow like a good community here of, you know, people who are like-minded, and we all get to that bread. And also 3 self-contained rooms, public bath, kitchen, gym, and a huge living. Basically a penthouse. Poloko mentioned like a 5% profit would do the same for you for a whole year. 5%, yeah. We'll do that for a whole year. It'll be a rent for a whole year for such a space. Yeah, for now, man, I just have to hang around here, because if I went back to Kenya, what would I go back to do, man? Because there's plenty of like opportunities here. It's kind of easy to get a job, even though it's not a good paying job. It's still a job, you know. I'm just saying, even if you're not gonna get a good paying job, it's kind of tough being jobless unless you want to. There's always something to do. But then again, with the cost of living, but you know, there's still things you could do. Like people, it's only that I have a family. Otherwise, what people do is they'll get this like this two apartment building, and then you can live like 3-4 guys in there. So you can divide that rent, and you have more money to save. I was never a fan of that though. But a lot of people are doing that. So just keep it, you know, stay tight when they're here, and then they build back home. This trading needs to work, but you know, we'll just give it time. No hurries. No worries. One trade a day is not working so well for me. Now, I could get a CFD account, but or get another futures account, because it's much cheaper, and just trade whatever. Just be free with it, you know. Just trade. One trade a day, I think, is good when you finally funded. Because honestly, look at my I was doing some things on this journal of mine. I was kind of seeing with this strategy how much I've made on every month. So this is right before yesterday's loss. This is including yesterday's loss. I don't know where the math is not mathing, but this should be 1100 or whatever. But the first month was 130 bucks. March 1300. April. This is just one account. So I do have a couple of accounts I was trying to pass. So if you multiply that number, just not looking on it on a trade by trade basis, but like what that month did, it's not bad. Not really enough to survive on, but enough to offset some of the bills, you know. So yeah, I think I do like the trajectory. It's only that now I'm misbehaving. It's all good anyway. We'll know what to do. We'll know what to do. Man, that's the sad part with Africa right now, man. Yeah, I'm gonna try CFD this time around, and then just probably also do have the same discipline, but I'll step away from one trade a day. I'll try to do 2 trades a day. If I take a loss, I will try another trade. If I make a profit, I'll leave it. I think I'm gonna try do that, and also try to add on trades. Oh, what do you think I will do, bro? What do you think? What do you think? Honestly speaking, if I was trading a CFD, I think I would have already passed phase 1 and phase 2. But then again, it means the with the same trajectory, the funded would be suffering. Yeah, but with a lot more drawdown. All right, guys, I think I'm gonna end here. It's 9 a.m. I'm not taking another trade. I think Prof bought on gold. It's currently tanking, but you never know. I think you was, according to your plan, I understood you were only supposed to buy after you close above that area right there, but you went in early. Part of the game. Part for the game. Part for the game. All right, so unless there's anything to say, for local, congratulations. I hope for the best in your funded. Just keep doing the same thing and you'll be fine. So how much you planning to risk on your funded account? Like 0.5 or? So with CFDs, once the 14, because I think you have to wait for 14 days, right? So you can withdraw even if you just make 1% or whatever amount. Because with futures, they still give you like, you still have to create a buffer of 2,000, like on a 50 account of 2,000, only withdraw what's above that. But with CFDs, I think the only thing is just wait for 14 days and then you can withdraw anything above your starting account, the starting balance. I think so. Oh, this thing is gonna get to my 1-2R, honestly speaking, without me. La 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 la. 1.64. I'm feeling some type of way right now. Okay. And then you have 10 times before you can mess that up. I mean, you should be fine, bro. You should be fine. You should be fine. Yeah, I make 2 or 3%, then withdraw the first payout, bruh. I'm gonna be joining you. I think I might just get that CFD today. But then again, I don't know if I have that in the budget. I will see if I can squeeze in something somewhere. Where? I don't know what to do. I rather go with the Fivers, because they do offer trading on TradingView, or I'll just go with these guys with with FundedNext. Good thing with Fivers is every time we make 10%, they scale you up. I don't know the scaling plan for FundedNext. Look at the 15 here. Prof, look at that. On the 15-minute, what do you call this? It wasn't tested. The fair value gap that's paired with. Oh, come on. That's paired with a swing high right there. See that? Something about those fair value gaps. Paired with a swing high. Retest. Boom. Fly. Honestly, futures are not a... Honestly, I think it's just... so, there was a huge rush, if you notice, well, pretty much with these gurus that we were following. When prop firms started to... Remember when MT4 and MT5 stopped servicing America? Stopped working here? For some reason, pro firms that were working with MT5, all of a sudden they said, yeah, we can no longer work with the American market. I think there was some sort of regulations that came in around that time. A lot of people switched to futures. There was still a lot more people trading futures, but I think around that time is when some of these gurus was following, like Doyle Exchange, got into trading futures, and I think it became a thing. And then for me personally, I saw the pricing and I was like, they're cheap. I could give it a shot. But honestly, if you really look at what you're doing, bro, you only have $2,000 risk to make $3,000. And actually, it's even a bad risk. It's even a bad deal on big accounts. FundedNext. It's even a bad deal on big accounts. Especially the 151. Where are they? Looks see, futures. Are you on futures right now? Oh, so the flex challenge kind of has 1:2 for everything. Okay. 1:2 for everything. Oh. So FundedNext is kind of trying to be nice, but it's still 1:2. 1 being the risk. But futures, it's the other way around, man. Like you kind of have a bigger buffer and a small, target. Or it's gonna be 1:1, really. Anyway, I'm still glad that I messed with futures. Kind of see how they booked. Yep. It's weekly withdrawal. Prof, I don't know if I asked which prof. Did I ask which prof you use? You might have told us that yesterday. Bro, just trading the 15-minute alone, I would have made money today. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Using that 1:2, I'll be done right about here. What if I use that fast breaker? Did I go to, yeah, 1:2. Should have done what I had planned, bro. It's all good. FTMO. There's a 101 euro off on the 100k. And then they do have the restriction of only 1% a trade, right? I don't think I like that. On which account? They feel like that they're most expensive right now. I think maybe their service is that good for them not to give any discounts. 345 euros with a 10% whatever. This is much cheap on FundedNext with a 8% phase 1 target. $269, 8% target. Stellar one step. Daily loss limit 3%, maximum loss limit 6%. %10 profit target. So if I was to get this one, or maybe this one, 300. Sheesh, I don't know. I don't know. That's 2 futures accounts. All right, Prof and Poloko, I think I'm gonna end the stream here, and I will see you again tomorrow. And I'll keep, fighting for this stuff. Probably moving forward now, I will strictly just follow my plan. I did say that yesterday, honestly, so I don't even know why. I don't know. I think I've lost some touch, man. I don't know why I took this trade. Why did I not wait? Oh, but then I saw this retest here. Yeah. That retest there is what I thought maybe that could be it. So I thought, let me take that trade right there. It's all good anyway. There's nothing wrong with that trade. I'm not gonna blame myself too much. There was a retest, but there was no trend line break though. So yeah, I still shouldn't have taken that trade. And then this is a new concept. Which is not bad, but with the 1 trade a day rule, I think that's not fair. Doing those fair value gaps with the swing high for 1 trade a day rule, yeah, it's not feasible. So probably, yeah. So I'm gonna write that down in the journal so I don't forget. So I don't repeat that mistake again. I feel like that was a unique scenario, so no, I'm not gonna beat myself too much. And then that's the trade I would have taken. So we went up to 1.62R. I will leave it there just to see at what time it made it to that high. All right, so Poloko again and Prof, man, appreciate you guys too much. Let's keep doing this, man. We'll keep on doing these streams. Honestly, when one wins, we all win. We all need that motivation, man. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. We do have some news. The good thing with FTMO is I was gonna say the story to do with news trading, but also FundedNext allows news trading. Fivers, they have that 2 minutes before and 2 minutes after rule. So I'm thinking, if let's say I take a trade and then 3 hours later I'm still in that trade, and then there's some news, and then I hit TP right at the news time, they take out that profit. I think I might have seen something like that in their rules. Yeah, that, I don't know. I do like their scaling plan though. At 10% you go to the next step. Yeah, I'm now repeating myself. All right, I'll see you guys when I see you. I'll see you again tomorrow, same time. I'm out. And closing scripture right there is: to the only God, our Savior, through Jesus Christ our Lord, be glory, majesty, dominion, and authority before all time and now and forever. Amen. To the only God, our Savior, through Jesus Christ our Lord, be glory, majesty, dominion, and authority before all time and now and forevermore. Again, Poloko and Prof, thank you so much, and I will see you guys again tomorrow in the morning, God willing. And I'm out. Peace.